all the way around. It sounds like the driver feels awful about it.
It sure does.
Thank you, Myra.
All right, well, as you probably know, Congress has reached an agreement that keeps the nation from going over the fiscal cliff. The House of Representatives voted Tuesday night to approve the Senate bill that was passed earlier in the day. It raises taxes on individuals earning more than $400,000 a year and couples earning more than $450,000 a year. It also extends unemployment benefits. However, the whole big, hairy issue of spending cuts, that is not going to be addressed for a couple of months, so we're kind of in limbo with that. Still wondering, though, how this whole thing is going to be felt here in Wisconsin. That's what our Beverly Taylor is looking into.
The motion is adopted. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
The fiscal cliff deal approved by the House and Senate puts off debate about the automatic domestic and military spending cuts for 2 months. Without knowing what those cuts will be and how they will impact Wisconsin, Governor Scott Walker will have to do some creative configuration of his initial budget.
It'll be tough for the budget we'll present a month from now in February. Certainly we'll work with members of the legislature because the final budget has to be approved by June 30th. So by the time our fiscal year begins on July 1st, hopefully we'll have a better idea of what the impact is from the federal government.
Governor Walker was in Milwaukee visiting Phoenix Products Company for an event on mining. He says he's concerned about cuts from the federal government, but also the impact of the compromise legislation on the state and national economies.
I'm still very concerned that taking more money out of the hands of American taxpayers, I still don't believe is the right way to further the economy and the growth that we've seen slowly over the last couple of years.
The compromise bill keeps tax rates the same for couples making less than $450,000. Governor Walker is concerned about the wealthier taxpayers.
We may have to be more aggressive in our tax cuts to offset for some of the money the federal government's taking out of the pockets of our taxpayers.
Governor Walker says when he was at the White House last month, he mentioned to the president his concern about the tax increases for wealthier Americans. He said we could see some of that impact in the short term. Brad and Ann?
All right, thank you, Bev. I can hear a Packers player right now on the therapist couch. It was terrible. It was purple, and it was running toward me, and I couldn't stop it. I got to tell you something. They have trouble with Adrian Peterson.
They did. And hopefully they will not on Saturday. They may be having nightmares, though, about number 28. Tim Van Born with the latest leading up to Saturday night.
Ann and Brad, I think the Packer defense is going off the Adrian Peterson cliff, wouldn't you say? I don't know if there is any coming